Alright, let's walk back a little bit.
Another day at the cannery.
Don't go knocking your work. At least we've got work.
Let's see. Okay, there's the first person we need to collect money from for a small grave matter. This is the barber shop and Conrad is here. Alright, let's see. Maybe he can give us a new haircut as well in the process. Conrad? Oh, there he is. He has a nice barber outfit. Looks like a medic, actually. What do you have? Anything of interest? It's a nice wall painting. Just browsing, looking around. Don't mind me. What do you got here? Oh, you do more than just cutting hairs, do you? Okay, let's talk to him first. Conrad Sadik.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
Shall we intimidate? I don't want to, actually. Do your haircuts usually come with free lectures?
We don't believe in free anything here in Edgewater. We're a Spacer's Choice company. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death. Whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
I see. That's what the barber does. Prepare my remains for what?
Burial, in the unfortunate event of a fatality. It's what a barber does. We make you presentable.
Cool. Well, I've got some questions for you.
Go ahead.
Let's go to some small talk first. You seem pretty enthusiastic about this place.
Edgewater has been good to me. I consider myself privileged to work here. I am never wanting for work, not since the plague started.
Sounds exhausting.
As the good vicar says, work fortifies the spirit of a man. If you want to feel exhausted, try not having any work.
What do you know about this plague?
The plague's come at us with a vengeance this year. Lost 6 workers in as many months. I wouldn't call them good workers, mind you. If they were any good, they'd have been treated. Still, it is a shame.
So he's more open about it. Why don't you treat all your workers?
Company policy, friend. We don't have enough medicine to treat all of us, so we treat the best among us.
How do you decide? Whose idea was that?
Mr. Thompson's brainchild. Have you met him yet? Thoughtful-looking fellow, stares out of his office most hours.
Well, I saw a grave with a Thompson name on it. Not that brainchild then, I guess. I wanted to ask more about this.
Edgewater is... I am never...
And then this...
As the good...
Oh, that's all we can ask, I think.
The plague's come at us. I would...
Oh, there we go. What are the symptoms?
Fever, chills, fatigue, aching, vomiting, an excess of phlegm, a tendency towards belly aching.
Phlegm? What you're describing sounds a lot like a flu.
Whatever it may be, I have developed my own palliative. Boiled canid liver and a splash of ethanol. Company policy.
Yeah, I don't really have to choose the other options.
Mr. Thompson.
Alright, Silas sent me to collect your dues.
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
I guess you mean you're broke?
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
Well, he's honest in his reaction. So he's got that going for him. Or he's acting, of course, which would fit his personality when we started the conversation. You have a very loose definition of the word prosperity.
Edgewater is built on the discipline and sacrifice of its people. Say what you will about our town, but we all pull together. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
Hang on, medical rights?
Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings.
I'm not sure what it is, but just give Silas an IOU.
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
I'll let you know if I think of anything. Apparently I don't have anything yet. I think we need to find an item, maybe, that we can present him.
Much obliged.
Can we ask you about the ship parts, though?
What can I do for you?
Oh, there's some more items or options. You sound like you've had some training. I know a thing or two about medicine.
Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor?
Only if we use the term doctor loosely.
I am a Spacer's Choice certified surgeon, and if you must know, I can stitch a severed thumb with a 58% chance of avoiding gangrene.
Well, that's very specific. And there's nothing else we can ask him about? Doesn't matter. I'm looking to repair my ship.
A ship? Dear me. You seem to have lost the ability to distinguish between reality and fantasy. This is what happens when you let your imagination run wild. I don't approve of fantasizing. It's a dreadful habit, corrosive to the mental faculties. You ought to let the vicar take a look inside your head.
Your vicar?
Vicar Maximilian, our man from the OSI, here to spread the message of scientism like a soothing balm upon a feverish head. Or so you'd expect. You'll find him in our local church, probably neglecting his duties.
Well, he doesn't have a good reputation, so he's preaching scientism. You don't seem to like him much.
He doesn't seem to like us much. The vicar has not been with us long, and in his relatively short tenure in Edgewater, gives off the distinct whiff of superiority.
Anything else?
Go ahead.
No, never mind. Goodbye. So my worries have been countered. The NPCs do have a lot to tell, especially when we got to Edgewater, which is a good thing. I like that. Getting into conversation with the people, getting to know them, getting to know the place. So how do we help you? Let's check out this this room first. Letter from Phyllis, from the office. Conrad, receptionist shot himself. This is bad. The company's going to have to call it for what it is. Destruction of Spacer's Choice property. Eugene was an asset and somebody has to pay his body price. This is gonna ruin us. So I was thinking that we pawn off his teeth. Eugene had a full set of gold teeth. Heirlooms passed down his family or something. You're processing his body, right? Just dig around and pry them out. We sell the teeth somewhere nice and quiet, use the bits to pay his body price, and nobody's the wiser. What do you think? Don't write back. In fact, don't talk to me at all. Just give me a special signal next time you see me. Waggle your eyebrows. Phyllis G. I will see this through my fingers. I'm not sure if that's the correct expression. I don't mind that they do that yet, because I'm not a very honest person so far in this game yet. Hello? Can we get some privacy, please? Thank you. Thank you. Is that a screen? It is. Spacer's Choice Guard. Oh, he has a light assault rifle on him. Great, we got a free one. Great. Alright, what else? Can we open one of these? So it's really just a morgue. Thank you for letting me use the place. Alright, we might want to equip this right away. So this is a long gun. We might want to replace the shotgun for now. And then we have two melee weapons. We might want to replace one of those. Let's replace you with you. There we go. What else did we get? Nothing. We need to check the journal. So Conrad says he can't afford to pay his fees. It might be worth mentioning this to Silas. You found a note from Phyllis to Conrad. Oh, okay, it notices that. Perhaps you could use the information from it to convince Conrad to pay his gravesite fees. Oh, we can... We can blackmail him. I don't want to do that yet. Maybe we'll find something else. I'm not going back to Silas yet. I do want to help him. I kinda like him in his weird way. So I'm not going to blackmail him unless it really needs to be done. So, you're in luck still, my friend. Maybe I'll find something better for you. I do like that, if there are more than one solutions to actually solve this quest in a quest. Cool. Right. Next. I know I'm going slow, but that's the way I play. Oh, there's another entrance that we somehow missed. Are you an entrance? Oh, there's just a second room or something to the building. I guess we can make our way through here. Yeah, let's go to the left for now. I want to check that. Cannery. Is that the region? Wanted. Dead or alive. Guillaume Antrim. Gill. From the Spacer's Choice Apartment of Retirement, a writ of execution effective immediately for Guillaume Antrim, former Spacer's Choice Associate Mechanic, terminated from his position and escorted from Edgewater on grounds of unauthorized use of adrenatime. Wanted for destruction of company property, murder of company workers in good standing, theft and unauthorized use of medical supplies. Generous bounty, payment on delivery, must be able to sign your own name. See Constable Reyes for details. So the place isn't very lively, probably because Obsidian has less money than Bethesda. which it's okay. It's fine by me, but I guess the scale is therefore a little bit smaller, which is perfectly fine with me. It's just a remark. There's another one. Bertie Cotton from the Spacer's Choice Department of Retirement, yada yada yada, effectively for Bert Cotton, former vicar, stationed in Edgewater Vicarage, no longer in good standing with Halcyon Branch Order of Scientific Inquiry, at large and dangerous. Destruction, murder of company workers, good standing, sedition, unauthorized use of medical supplies. Alright, so those are bounties. There's a third one. Doc Mayball Burgess. Let me see, that's just the same. It's a former Spacer's Choice physician condemned on charges of dereliction of duty, disappeared from Edgewater with 2 parcels of adrenatime, at large and dangerous. He's accused of vandalism as well and unlicensed practice of medicine on seditious criminals. And that's it. There are 3 spaces left. And there are 3 we need to hunt down, apparently.
Almost lost a finger in the cannery today.
At least you got your health.
Yeah, those are close to oblivion level of quality, these random conversations.
We don't get a lot of visitors.
Staying long?
Yeah, maybe.
Staying long?
Okay. Doesn't really pay off to talk to them a lot. Okay, what are you? Constable. Okay. Hello. Oh, you're a prison. Let's not steal in here then. Oh, you don't mind that? You look fierce. Oh, there we go. Phineas V. Wells for various crimes and violations of board policy, including any of all of the following: sedition, forgery, conspiracy to commit okay, unlicensed medical practice, destruction of board property. Well, I'm on the list as well now. Dissenters in our midst. The enemy seeks to destroy our way of life. You're a terminal. The team, Chairman Rockwell, Minister Clark, the team to lead Halcyon to an even better tomorrow. Help the Chairman and Minister Clark defeat our foes. I'm afraid she'll notice. You're free now. There's nobody in here, though. She just doesn't care that I mess with her prisons, her jails. Oh, you're a big one. Has room for 2, but nobody is in jail right now. Stop, you've broken the law. Talk to her or talk to you? What shall we do first? I think you. When life gives you lemons, consider it a free trial from your friends at Spacer's Choice. Edgewater, Saltuna Cannery, Terminal Access. Welcome, Constable Reyes. Oh, you're Constable Reyes. Oh, we can get the bounties from her. Or from this terminal. Bounty records. Open bounties. All bounties posted by the Edgewater Constabulary have been authorized by Spacer's Choice. Few bounties. Okay, those are the 3 we saw outside. Query. Former Spacer's Choice Associate Mechanic terminated from his position. Constable's Memorandum. The Spacer's Choice Department of Retirement, Termination and Restitution has filed a writ of execution for Gill. Effective immediately. Some of you may remember Gil Antrim from his days in the cannery. Please be advised that Spacer's Choice no longer recognizes Mr. Antrim as a member of his valued family. Spacer's Choice advises his workers in good standing to remain in good standing by disabusing themselves of any sympathy, allegiance, or memory toward Mr. Antrim. Generous bounty. Payment on delivery. Must be able to sign your own name. See Constable Reyes for details. Doc Maybell. Former physician abandoned her duties and disappeared from Edgewater at large and considered dangerous. Doc Mabel is wanted for 3 counts of larceny, 2 for each parcel of stolen adrenatime and 1 for depriving the outpost of its official physician. Okay, and then Bertie, former vicar acting on behalf of the Order of Scientific Inquiry, stationed to the Edgewater Vicarage, suffered psychological breakdown upon showing symptoms of plague, at large and dangerous. The Order of Scientific Inquiry has declined a response. Vicar Cotton's sermons are considered defunct and obsolete. Spacer's Choice advises purging them from your memory with the help of Zero G brew, an ale that's good for what ails you. Generous bounty. Okay. Exit. That was it, right? There are no closed bounties. Accessing closed bounties? No. Alright. Well, let's talk to Mr. Constable. Or Mrs. What are you? You seem to be a Mrs. What do you have? A Corona. Huh.
Welcome to the Spacer's Choice Constabulary. We are Halcyon's leading brand in frontier justice. The office is writing a promotion. Purchase 3 criminal investigations and the 4th one's free.
Oh, really? First, I've got some questions for you, if you don't mind.
As long as your questions fall within the acceptable margins of curiosity.
Oh, you're a formal one. Do we want to... No, I guess we can ask. But first, so who do you work for? Spacer's Choice or Edgewater?
If this is a setup to a joke, you should know I've never found anything amusing in my life. I don't serve Edgewater. Edgewater and the entire region of Emerald Vale serve Spacer's Choice.
Oh, she's annoying. Who does Spacer's Choice answer to?
Spacer's Choice is a wholly owned subsidiary of Universal Defense Logistics, which occupies a seat on the Halcyon Holdings Corporation, also known as the Board. I must admit it bothers me that you don't already know this.
Well, I'm sorry. So you're basically a bureaucrat?
Flattery won't get you anywhere with me. The bureaucracy is a noble profession, but not all of us are gifted enough to serve in it.
Oh, she doesn't see it as an insult. There was one other thing.
Something to report?
What was it, though? Oh no, we're not there yet.
As long as your questions fall within the acceptable margins of curiosity.
Okay, let's ask. Does the name Phineas Wells mean anything to you?
His likeness decorates many a wanted poster. Do you have any relevant information about this individual?
I'm not ready to tell her about it. Him. Yeah, that's why I'm asking. Looks like there's a bounty on his head.
You're correct. An outstanding bounty has been posted for information pertaining to the whereabouts of Phineas V. Wells.
I do like the game is acknowledging that we've actually saw that there was a chance that we've seen the poster, and that's the reason why we know of him. If the board's paying, I'm willing to collect on that bounty.
Unfortunately, the arrest of Mr. Wells falls outside my authority. I enforce the company policy of Spacer's Choice in the region of Emerald Vale. Wells is wanted by the board. If you have information related to the location of Phineas V. Wells, you are required to submit that information to your nearest board authority.
No, I won't. Wells is listening in, right? So I'm not sure if he likes me asking questions about him. I was just trying her. Alright, so who do I have to talk to?
Any information regarding outstanding bounties and wanted criminals should be directed to Mr. Udom Bedford. Mr. Bedford's office is located on the Groundbreaker.
Groundbreaker? What's that?
Halcyon's original colony ship, now repurposed into a space station. Mr. Udom Bedford represents the board's interest on the Groundbreaker. Something else I can do for you?
Oh, that's a faction, right? Groundbreaker. If you need help with your marauder problem, I'm for hire.
As a Spacer's Choice constable, I am authorized to grant you legal authority toward apprehending wanted criminals. Know how to carry yourself in a fight? I've got bounties out for these 3 marauders. Cross them off and bring me their fingers. Just 1 per marauder, please. I'll dust off the old fingerprint roller.
Oh, this is one quest for all the marauders.
As long as your questions fall within the
Okay, never mind. Is Phineas going to call me now? Okay, so we're done here. Let's check out the journal. That's a side quest. Fistful of Digits. Constable Reyes of Edgewater has placed a bounty on dangerous marauders plaguing the region. Collect Doc Maybell's finger. Oh, we need to collect the fingers. Doc Maybell is wanted for murder and crimes against the region. Kill her and bring back a finger as proof. Let's activate that for now. Bertie Con is the ex-vicar, turned vicious marauder. And Guillaume Antrim is a dangerous marauder. Okay, where are they? Can we see the world? This is local region. Okay, there. Where are we? This is the landing site. We're here. First one is there. Okay, so we actually have to explore the region for that. That's a good thing. So we'll get to that at some point when we're done in the city. Let's highlight you again and continue.